Hello and welcome back to Able Builders. This week we're doing various bits and pieces. The last episode was 3 weeks sort of moulded into one because I had to go away and lots of different things happening. So this episode is just same again, bits and pieces, moving on, putting shower panels up and fitting a shower tray, stuff like that. I hope you enjoy it. Good morning, Monday morning. Back at number 9, which is where I'm doing the shower room. So what I've got in number 6 is a lot of shower board, which is the, it's like Respatex, it's a solid type, which is quite heavy, which I need to line the wall with. I forgot to turn the power on, so we haven't got any lights at the moment. So what I'm going to do is measure up for the plastic wall board. Be a lot easier to get up here, a lot easier to cut, and a lot cheaper. And it's good gear as well. So I have to take it right to the end. I have to take them tiles off. I do the whole of that wall and that wall. I just sit it on top of the shower tray, making sure it's nicely sealed. So that's my job now, measure up and then go and pick it up. Well, I'll probably measure up and do some other bits and pieces while I wait for the traffic to die down a bit. It's just gone 8 and the rush hour's about to start. Well, I've just cut the first piece of shower board and put it on. That's always well, it's quite a tricky one to do. There's nothing's fixed yet. So I've cut a bigger hole around where that plate goes over, that covers it, so I'll just give it a bit of leeway. I'll have to glue this to the wall. I'm going to have to bring this right to the end of the tiles. So I've got that to do, and then the bit that's left over, I can start from this side. I've got 3.5 meters of wall to cover, and I've got 4 meter wide lengths of shower board. So I've got to get right to that end of the wall. So it might be a bit close. Can't make any mistakes. The ceiling, I've scribed what I can. It's so hard to do with a sheet this big, but we'll be able to put silicone in there. It'll give it a bit of expansion joint as well. But before I fix this, I need to fill this gap with silicone, just in case any water does make its way through the panel. It's not going to make its way. It will come back out and go into the shower tray. That's that panel glued on. Now I'm going to go down 4 flights of stairs and get another one, bring it up. At least this is lighter than the Respatex panels. Well, that's the number 2 fitted, but I'm not overly happy with the joint. I mean, they are both factory joints, and it's tight top and bottom, but it's just got a gap in the middle. I mean, it's not going to be an issue, there's not going to be water going down there, but yeah, it's just not ideal. I've wedged off the towel rail, trying to push it closer, but it's just not having it, which is a bit of a pain. So I might have to put a bit of silicone in that, but I'll do that once all the adhesive is set behind the back. I've got to run the silicone all around it once it's done. What I'm doing is I'm putting silicone on where the joints are, just to make sure it's doubly waterproof. Right, so now I can use the offcut from this piece, and that will start the first one on that side, and then I've got to go and get some more. But I need to get something to pack out this wall to bring the level out the same depth as the tiles. So I need something like 5mm to go on there. I think I've got some bits actually up here. I can cut that down and use that. That's the third piece on. Yeah, once I get past this bit, that will make them a bit easier to do. So I'm going to go and get, what time is it now? 25 to 4. I'm going to go and bring another one up. They're not easy to get up. You can imagine they're 8 foot by 4 foot. or 1220 by 2440, and trying to get them up the narrow staircase is a bit awkward. Right, but we're getting there, moving on. Once we get further, we need to get the plumber in to get his bit sorted out, then we can put the sink in. We could probably get the sink in if I can get access to the under the floor. Yeah, there's another flight of stairs to get to the front door as well. And this is the worst bit. You have to be quite technical about getting it around the corner there. Up the top, but 2 more to go. 2 more sheets to get up. Tuesday morning, nice early start, got in for 7:30, just beat the traffic. I've just cut the fourth piece. A bit concerned now because I've got 1 piece left, which is 1 metre long, metre wide, and I've got about 1.5 metres to fill. I might have to, I'll get this bit up. This isn't fixed yet, but again, I've got it nice and tight at the bottom, nice and tight at the top, and a gap in the middle. There's obviously something wrong with these boards. The one we did yesterday is the same, because normally when you join them together you can't see the gap. I'll have to put some silicone there, which I don't really want to do. But there's no way I can't push that over anymore. It's just not doing it. And I can't plane tops and bottoms down like you would do if it was wood. So what I might do is put some white silicone on and then push the board into it and see if that sorts it out. That was a tricky cut. That was. We had the 2 pipes at the bottom. We've got the light cable for the shoulder socket and the round at the top. So when it goes back in, it tightens up. Join up. I can lift it up slightly. Right, let's get this glued on. What I'm having to do is put packers on the wall here to make it level with the tiles, so it doesn't sink in at the bottom. Right, that's the final board up. Well, unfortunately, we need another board now. I think there might be some in the store. There's a couple of bits left over, but they're the wrong way around, so they're not going to work. Yeah, there's still a bit of a joint on that one. I'll have to just silicone it and give it a good clean up afterwards. So these are all on now. I'm going to get the sink unit and bring the sink unit up, and I can start fitting that. I've just had a client phone. I've got a client who's got a property, and he's all of a sudden inherited a lot of children have come back to him. So he needs more sleeping arrangements. So he's asked me to go down and bounce some ideas about and see if we can put some extra sleeping rooms, temporary, short term, and just make a bit of space so they can get all these people there. So I've got to go and see that in a bit. But I'll carry on with the sink and get that unit in. It's a bit frustrating when you just want to get on. I want to get this job finished. There's the shower door to go on, but I can't do that until the waste is in, because the plumber won't be able to get to it otherwise. But I can do all the brackets that go up the side, so it'll just be a case of putting a door in, so I might bring that up as well. I think what I'll do first is give it a clean up, get rid of the rubbish, because it is getting a bit messy up here. I had to take all those tiles off that are on the over the worktop that used to come out from there. So that needs, the painter's going to have to sort that out. They do know that there will be a few marks. I've caught the top a bit here. Yeah, paint's not really stuck too well. It feels a little bit damp up there. Anyway, they'll sort it out. I need to seal around the top. But let's get on the sink. It's a suspended sink and a fancy unit above it. So that's all fitted now. I've got a good fixing that side, not so good that one. I did get 4 fixings, but not very good one. So I've siliconed all around the inside to hold it against the boarding. So I'll do the same, because it's white on white. I can put white silicone around the vanity unit as well. and the electrician's going to put a shaver socket there, I presume, and a light at the top. Gutted that we haven't got that bit. That is annoying, but it is going to be, they've ordered some more. I'll have to go in the store and see what we've got in there. I could make it up out of bits, but it's not going to look very nice. Yeah, I did tidy up. I've just taken loads of stuff downstairs again. So I need to give it another tidy up, and then I'll go and get the shower door and bring that up. But yeah, this has not long been on, so I need to wait till it's hot, the sealant's sealed, and then seal around the edges of it. But we're not a million miles away now. I need to get a tap and get the plumber in so he can plumb everything up. Oh, and these, I don't know if I mentioned it, when I was cutting through the floorboards, I caught the pipe, but because the pipe's so old, it was really thick. So I cut quite a chunk out of it with the jigsaw, and it didn't leak. So anyway, I shut the water down and capped it. So I need to get the plumber to do that. But yeah, so I've got an appointment now. I've got to go to the bank, and then I've got to go and look at creating bedrooms at a client's house. So we'll go and have a look and see what's involved there. Right, before I put the floorboards back down, I just sealed up the end of the waste pipe. It only goes over and out through the wall, but it'd be too much hassle to get rid of it all. And it has still got some horrible stuff in it, so I don't want the smell coming out. So I've just sealed it all with the stick slide. Now I can put the floorboard down. I've changed the doors. I've got some handles from next door, so I can put those on. The top of the unit's all a bit gone. I've just been to see another job, and the owner wants me to fit a shower room. I don't know why I get so much plumbing work, which I will get the plumber in to do. I'll create the room. I've got to put stud work up, and I'll fit the tray. Basically what I've done upstairs, I'll do the donkey work, and then plumber can just connect the pipes up. I've got to make another temporary bedroom in a cellar, so thermal board. There's not much height there. Just make it tidier, so they've got a lot of people coming over for Christmas, so it's just to find space for them, and then it's just been moving stuff about. So I've just been to have a look at that. He's keen to get on with it, but obviously I can't start that until I've finished it. So I want to get this done, lift up the underlay, check the floorboards are all screwed down, which I don't think they will be, and then put the handles on there. I've got a bath panel to do downstairs, and I'm a bit stuck here until the plumber's been. So I might be able to go and do a bit at the other job. I've had to peel all the underlay back just to get the floorboards screwed down because they were all loose. Right, that's the handles on. That's me done in there now. I've got, that room's all done. That's a shower door. Well, end panel. That's the bit that goes across this bit. So now I'm going to cut some floorboards so they're ready to go onto these two. The plumber still needs to get to that, and he needs to get onto there. I might just leave him actually, clean it up a bit so he's got a bit of space. He's going to come round, get them sorted out, then I can get the floor down, and I can get the shower door on then. Right, I've cut that end bit straight. I can't go any further that way because we lost the joist is way back here. This is all false wall, so it's better to have those knackered bits. They haven't got woodworm in, they've been treated. I'll put a new piece along here. I'll have to join it to that piece. I've cleared all the rubbish out of the way for the plumber so he can get the loo in there. So I've just got the plumber to get that piece, the pipes and waste up for the sink. I've just bought a tap for him. And there's a waste in here. Yeah, pop-up waste. next door if he needs any bit of his own. Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave this room now. This has been ordered, that piece. I'm gutted we haven't got that, because it'd be nice to get that finished off. So I'm going to leave this now. Wait till he's been, then I can put the shower enclosure around the shower, seal all that, get that done, stick an end on there, and yeah, that might be a couple of weeks before that one's here, but it shouldn't cause too much of a problem. Right, hopefully he'll be here soon. And we can finish the bits off, apart from the end bit that's missing. Right, this is the joint that was slightly open in the middle. So what I've been doing is putting silicone on it, using a blade to push it into the joint, and then using baby wipes to wipe the excess off. I haven't actually done that bit because that was like the best bit. Now it's like the worst bit. So this is what it was like before. So I'll do this one, and then you can see what it's like when it's done. That's one I've just filled. So that's, yeah, it's going to need it's another wipe down. There's like smudges on it. But yeah, that's much better than it was. That's hardly noticeable now. So I think I better do these, get the pencil marks off, get that bit done as well. Thank you for watching. I'm moving on. Next week I've got a different job on the Monday. I've got that crack to sort out. I've got to put stainless steel staples in it and bond it and get all that sorted out, as the painters are needing to get on that job. So, see you next time.